Hello. All right. Good evening, guys. All right. And in the last session, what we understand there in the last session, so just given the overall content of Java, core Java, J2SE part, the total content of Java programming language I have discussed there. Today, we are going to understand the very first topic in the core Java. The very first topic in core Java that we are going to understand in today's session. What is that first topic here? We can understand introduction part. What is that very first topic here? Introduction content here we are going to understand. Okay. All right, sir. Then inside this introduction, what you are going to understand? Observe carefully. This is the very first topic in core Java. In introduction, what exactly the content here we are going to understand? First topic would be like what there? Java history. For what purpose Java is coming? Why Sun Microsystems has given the Java programming language? All these points here we are going to understand inside like what there? Java history. That is one point here. Next one is, the second one is after that, differences between Java and others. Differences between Java and others. Here, others are what they know. You can understand C and C++. In general, we may have one question there. Already, we have C and C++ programming languages. Then what is the requirement to come for Java? Why we need to come for Java? These many questions here we are able to get. To answer for all these questions, no, we need to understand like what their differences between Java and others. This is another one. Next one is Java features. Next topic will be like what their Java features. After completion of the Java features, now next one is Java naming conventions. Java naming conventions. What exactly the names we are going to use inside the Java programming language? How these names are going to be provided? All these many things here we are going to understand. Java naming conventions. After that, the fifth one is what there? Java programming format. If you want to prepare Java application, what exactly the structure we have to follow? What exactly the minimum basic structure here we have to follow? These many things here we are going to understand clearly. So this is about like what their introduction part. Very startup topic that we are going to understand. Now as part of this, first we are going to understand like what their Java history. Java history. This is our minimum responsibility to understand something about Java before going to start our actual content. It's a minimum thing to know about what their Java before going to start our content. So Java history here we have to understand. Right, guys? I'm asking few questions to you. Now try to answer for my questions, kid. What is the latest version of the Java? 19th version of the Java. Latest version of the Java is what there? 19th version, kid. Nice. After that, what is the first version of the Java? What is the first version of the Java? What is the first version of the Java? Very first version is what there? 1.0, obviously. First version of the Java is what there? 1.0. Okay. 1.0 is what there? No, first version of the Java. Understand it clearly. All right, sir. When first version of the Java was provided actually? When the very first version of the Java was provided, no? If you understand this, the very first version of the Java was provided in 1996 January 26th, I think so, 27th. Right. Exact date might not be remembered here, but anyway, January. That means 1996 January 27th, I think so. The date we may forget about it. No problem here. 1996 January. There we are getting the very first version of the Java. Right, sir. Now here my point is what there. In 1996, the first version of the Java was provided in the sense when Sun Microsystems has started to prepare Java programming language. Java was provided by Sun Microsystems in 1996, January 27th. But when it was started to prepare the Java programming language, when Sun Microsystems has started to prepare Java programming language, that point here we have to understand. Notebook. All right, sir. For that, I am giving some answers to you. Understand it clearly. 1991. At 1991, Sun Microsystems has started to prepare new programming language. And which year, 1991, Sun Microsystems, notebook. 1991, Sun Microsystems has started to prepare a new programming language. Why Sun Microsystems has started to prepare a new programming language? What is its requirement actually? If we come for this particular point here, I'm going to give some answers to you. Now try to understand it clearly. 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare new programming language. By using new programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare softwares for electronic consumer goods. Guys. Answer my point here. At 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language. By using that new programming language, they want to prepare some softwares for the electronic consumer goods. Like what are the various electronic consumer goods now? Understand it clearly. All right, so remote controllers, cable TV, switch boxes, and so on. To prepare such type of electronic consumer goods, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare some softwares. To prepare these softwares, Sun Microsystems required a new programming language. Because of this particular reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language at 1991. Guys, all of you are following this point, what I'm telling to you? At the point what I'm telling to you, understand it clearly. Why Sun Microsystem is preparing a new programming language? This is my question. What is the requirement of the Sun Microsystems to prepare a new programming language? And before all these things, I'm using the term Sun Microsystems every time. Do you know about it? What is this Sun Microsystems? What is the Sun Microsystems? Is a company. It has introduced Java programming language to the market. It is a company. It has introduced Java programming language to what their market here. I get my point or not? Okay. Now anyway, what exactly the reason why Java programming language was provided? That's the question. What is the requirement of Sun Microsystems to prepare new programming language? If it is a question, this is the reason here now. What exactly the reason here we provided? Can now understand this clearly? In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language. What is that requirement here now? Right, by using new programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer goods, like what there, like remote controllers or cable, that means cable TV switch boxes. No, for such kind of things, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Understand it clearly. This is what exactly the requirement of the Sun Microsystems in 1992. Guys, all of you are following these points here? Simple point. What is the requirement of Java programming language? I'm giving there clearly. Next one is, after that, after completion of this, then what next one here? To prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems gathered a nearly 30 members team. Answer my point here. To prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems has gathered a nearly 30 members team. Now, this team led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. James Gosling and Patrick Norton, they are the two members, are the leads for this 30 members team. Guys, understand this what I'm telling to you? Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare new programming language, that is to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer goods. By using that electronic consumer goods, they want to prepare some hardware component. That means like some electronic products like what there, cable TV, switch boxes, or remote controllers, and so on. So to prepare new programming language for this particular requirement, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 members team. The team is led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. This name is more famous, I think so, in outside. James Gosling is a name, right? Guys, I'm asking one question to you, now try to answer for it. Who is the father of India? No? Right, sir. No response. Who is the father of India? Mahatma Gandhi, right? Mahatma Gandhi is the father of India, that we know already, right? Similarly, who is the father of Java? For Java also there is a father. Who is father of Java? James Gosling. James Gosling is the father of the Java. Am I right or not? Who is mother of Java? Why you think seriously about this question? Who is mother of Java? Nothing here. James Gosling wife is mother of Java, right? Right. So we don't have any such type of topics there. Mother of Java or father of Java. In general, James Gosling is a lead for 30 members team. They are prepared this new programming language. That's why we thought father of Java is what there? James Gosling. Right, sir. But even still, people are thinking like that only. But if you observe this Java totally, James Gosling is associated with the Sun Microsystems up to Java 3 or Java 4th version only. James Gosling is associated with the Sun Microsystems up to which version of Java in Sun Microsystems here? Maybe 3rd version or 4th version of the Java, not more than that. Understand, guys, what I'm telling you? So fine. Anyway, 30 members team was formed there. The 30 members team was led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. They are the 2 members here. They are leading this total now. So finally, with this particular 30 members team, a separate project was started. A separate project was started by Sun Microsystems. The name of this project is what there? Green project. Name of this project is what there? Green project. Understand it clearly. Under this green project only, they want to prepare a new programming language. The name of the project is what their green project. Under this project only, they want to prepare a new programming language. Observe carefully. New programming language they want to prepare. But before preparing this new programming language, before starting to prepare new programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to include some features about this new programming language. They want to have some paper plan. They want to have some description about this new programming language. In that description, they want to finalize what qualities they want to maintain in their new programming language. What features they want to maintain in this new programming language, they want to finalize that point scale. So as part of their description, what they want to include in their new programming language, no? Then very first one is like what there, they want to include the very first one is like what there, they want to provide a simple programming language. Understand my point here? Then they want to prepare, see, still that is in on paper only, not in the actual implementation. Before starting implementation, they want to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language should be a simple programming language. Next one, after completion of this, another feature what they want to include there inside this, that programming language should be like what there, tight coded programming language. That programming should be what there, no, a tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. Then another feature, another important feature what they want to include, that programming language should be architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. Observe guys what I'm telling there. Now come on guys, now we have to answer for my questions now. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. For what purpose they want to prepare a new programming language? Because they want to prepare softwares for electronic consumer devices like what their remote controllers or cable TV switch boxes and so on. Because of this reason, they want to prepare a new programming language. For that new programming language, how many members team they formed there? 30 members team they formed. The team led by whom? James Gosling and Patrick Norton. They are the 2 members are the leads for this particular team. With this particular team, with this 30 members team, Sun Microsystems started a separate project. With this particular team, Sun Microsystems has started what there? A separate project. What is the name of the project to prepare this new programming language? Green. Green is the name of the project. Inside this green project, they want to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language should be a simple programming language. That new programming language should be a tight-coded programming language. That new programming language should be what they know, architectural neutral programming language. Guys, all of you understand this clearly. Now we have to understand how that programming language should be a simple programming language. What is the Sun Microsystems definition to say that programming language is a simple programming language? What is there inside this? Understand my point clearly, what I'm telling to you. Next one is how that programming language is a tight-coded programming language. How that programming language is an architectural neutral programming language. All these points here we have to understand clearly. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? What I'm telling you now. Now let's understand this clearly. How the programming language is what there? A simple programming language. What exactly the reasons are available to understand that programming language is a simple programming language. Before moving for this, now tell me guys, all of you know, what are the features that Sun Microsystems wants to see on their new programming language? What features they want to see? 3 features they want to see. What are the 3 features they want to see there? First one is what there? A simple programming language. Second one is what there? Tight-coded. Third one is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Right, sir. Understand one? I'm asking one question to all of you guys. Now try to understand it. No. For example, in outside so many programming languages are available. In outside so many programming languages are available. If I ask a question to you, which programming language is a simple programming language for you? If I ask this question to you, for one person, if I ask this question, no, he may say the answer is what there? Maybe Java is a simple programming language. Okay, fine. If I ask the same question to some other person, that other person may not say Java is a simple programming language. He says C is a simple programming language. If I ask to some other person, which one is a simple programming language for you? He may say Python is a simple programming language. Why I'm telling all these points now? We don't have any standardized process to check whether a programming language is a simple programming language or not. We don't have any standardization in outside to check whether a programming language is a simple programming language or not. Answer my point here now. Every programming language vendor, every programming language provider is saying the information like what their programming language is a simple programming language only. But we don't have any some third-party organization to decide this programming language is a simple, this programming language is a complex. We don't have any such kind of situations. But even though that programming language providers, the programming languages providers are giving information, their programming language is simple, but we don't have any standard criteria to decide which programming language is simple and which programming language is difficult. Of course, that depends on like what they know users. That is totally depending on what they know users' perception. Users' perception might be they are going to follow. As per that, they're able to say this programming language is simple and this other programming language is what they're difficult. We can understand. Got my point? Say one more simple example I'm telling to you. For example, if I go to your parents, if I ask what about tell me something about your child, then what your parents are able to say? Hey, my child is innocent only. Am I right or not? Even though, for example, you are too much worst, but still your parents are saying what they, hey, my child is innocent only, you don't know anything about it. Are getting my point or not? Is innocent, you don't know anything in an outside market. Like this, we are able to have some information. Similarly, if we go to the C programming language vendor, tell me something about our programming language. They are saying my C programming language is simple. If you go to C++ programming language vendor, tell me what about your programming language? C++ is simple programming language only. If you go to Python vendor, if you ask there, they are saying my programming language is a simple programming language only. Similarly, if you go to Sun Microsystems, tell me something about Java. The Sun Microsystems is saying what they know. Java is what they know, a simple programming language only. That vendors are saying this point here, simple programming language, single programming language, that's okay. But do you have any standard criteria to check whether this programming language is a simple programming language or not? We don't have any such kind of criteria, standard criteria. But as the user, what I have to listen? As the user, what I have to listen? How can I say this programming language is simple, that programming language is simple? What reasons I have to know? As a other person, how can we decide? How can we check? Or what exactly the reasons I want to know why this programming language is simple? If you want to answer for this kind of questions, no, first you have to ask to the respective programming language vendor. Tell me how your programming language is simple. What reasons you made to say your programming language is simple? Then we have to get this answer from the programming languages vendor only. Every programming language vendor has given a set of points about to say their programming language is a simple programming language. C vendor has given some reasons. C++ vendor has given some reasons. Java vendor has given some reasons. As you are the users of these programming languages, no, you have to know what exactly the reasons why that particular programming language is a simple programming language. As we are the users of these programming languages, no, we have to get that information from the programming language vendor, how that particular programming language is a simple programming language. Getting my point, why I'm talking all these things, no? New programming language, what Sun Microsystems wants to prepare is a simple programming language. But what are the reasons why this programming language is simple that we have to get from Sun Microsystems only? Now Sun Microsystems has given some reasons about to say that programming language is what there, a simple programming language. By the time the comparison is going on with the C and the C++ only. At the time of introducing Java, Python is also available, but it is not recognizable. Almost all dead in outside. Nobody is thinking about Python by the time of introducing Java programming language. In 1991, Java programming language was started, but in 1991, Python programming language was introduced. In 1996, Python is going on, but nobody is recognizing that. Understand my point here? No demand is available for Python. When data science is coming into the picture, then only Python is getting demand. But now the situation is totally different. 4 to 5 years back, what Python, and now at present, what is Python? Totally different here. Don't think much about it. But now, understand this point here. How our new programming language is simple, because of what reasons here this new programming language is simple. Understand it clearly. It able to take a lesser execution time. What they are given reason here, no? It able to take what there? Lesser execution time. Once again, I'm telling there, this is a comparison with the previous programming languages like C and C++ with Java, with this new programming language. So it has to take what there, no, lesser execution time. Next one, what next one, you know, it has to take what there, lesser memory consumption. Less memory consumption. Less memory consumption. Observe carefully. Answer my point clearly. Then it is able to like what the lesser memory consumption. Guys, now this is funny to understand this, but actually this also be one of the reasons that Sun Microsystems was given. That another reason is what there, lesser power consumption. Even myself also I thought of it. Why this particular reason is provided here? Why this particular less power kind of feature is included here? Even myself also thought it is a like what there. It's a funny thing, but they are given some reasons here. One thing I'm confirming to all of you guys, I'm not giving my own information here. What Sun Microsystems has given reason, the same reasons here I'm telling to you. Why the programming language is simple? They are given reasons are these are the 3 reasons here. What are the 3 reasons, guys? Now tell me. Less execution time. What is the second one here? No, lesser power consumption. Sorry, less memory consumption. What is the third reason here? No, lesser power consumption. These are the 3 reasons why. These are the 3 reasons why these Sun Microsystems provided new programming language is what they are now, a simple programming language. Okay, good, nice. Now here, what is the effect of this less execution time? This is my question. What is the effect of this less execution time here? This is the question here we have to understand now. Let's observe this clearly. I'm going to ask some questions to you now. Try to answer for it, guys. I think today you might be seeing cricket match, right? Yes, sir. Have you seen cricket match today? What is the status of that match? The tied, right? That match was tied. All right, sir. Okay, fine. It's because of 1 run. Indians are having one run there, then automatically Indians are able to win that match. Unfortunately, that one run is less. Okay, leave it. For example, I'm telling to you, one simple example I'm telling to you. I think so at present FIFA World Cup is going on. Am I right? Already started or not yet started? Started, right? Okay, fine. For example, I am very much interested on football matches, no? Listen carefully. One fine day, I was free. Just I'm watching one football match in a TV. Watching one football match in a TV. That football match is going on with some channel, ESPN channel, for example. Is there exist no? Is it available at present? ESPN channel is there or not? Right, sir. ESPN channel might be one football match I'm watching at present. Listen carefully. Going on, football match is going on between Brazil and Argentina. Both the teams are very good in football. Right, sir? Then match is going on good. Just I'm watching that match. Suddenly, my friend made a call to me. He asked to me, tell me what you are doing now. I said to him, I'm watching the football match. Then immediately he said to me, fool, why you are watching this football match now? Now there is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. There is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. Match is going on very perfectly, tightly. That match is going on. Why you are watching this football match? Please switch your channel from ESPN to Star Sports One. Now watch that Indian cricket match. Moreover, he has given information to me that match is going on at a climax actually. Already Pakistan were batted where 321 runs they got out of these 50 overs. Now Indians are already started their batting, no? Almost 49 overs are completed. Last over is remaining. In the last over, 21 runs are required. At one side, crease Dhoni. I think he retired already, no? But long time back information I'm telling to you. So in the last over, 21 runs were required. At one side, crease Dhoni, on batting Dhoni. At other side, Ishant Sharma is another batting. No? So match is going on tightly. Why you are watching unnecessarily that football match? Switch your channel. Watch this cricket match. Match is going on tightly. As per my friend says, just I have taken my remote controller. I'm trying to change my channel. Alright, sir. Now at present, ESPN is available at a 69 channel. But a Star Sports One is going on at a 75th channel. Just I have taken my remote controller. There I typed 75th channel. I typed it. Then what happened there? Immediately the channel was not changed. Immediately the channel was not changed. It has taken some time. Not changed immediately. After some period of time, the channel was changed. When channel was changed there, when I observe the status of that cricket match, what's going to be happen there? No, instead of that cricket match, man of the match presentation is going on. Yes, sir. What happened there? No, man of the match presentation is going on. I lost that last over of the cricket match. But on time only I have taken my remote controller. On time only I typed 751 channel number. But it has taken some time. During the time that over was completed, when channel is switched, there I have seen that man of the match presentation. Dhoni is getting man of the match. Now tell me, in this overall context, where is the problem? Watching football match is the problem with me. Where is the problem actually? Then giving that information by my friend with a bit delay. Is it a problem with me? Where is the problem here? No, the problem is with the remote controller or not? The problem is with what they know? Remote controller. Why the problem is with the remote controller? No. Why the problem is with what? Remote controller here? How can you say the problem is with the remote controller? No. What is the reason here? No. When I type 75 on my remote controller, internally one program has to be executed or not? Internally hardware and software, some programmings are going to be executed or not? By the execution of that programs internally, the channel has to be switched. Channel is going to be switched by executing some programs internally. Some programs are executed internally. Because of that reason only, channel is going to be switched. But the programs are executed internally with a bit delay. Whatever the programs are executed internally, they are executing with a bit delay. Means that they have taken longer time to run its functionality. The programs which are available inside the remote controller, they have taken a lot of time. They have taken more execution time to complete execution gear, to perform its functionality. Now observe carefully. When the program is taking more time, more execution time, automatically performance of the end product is reduced or not? Performance of the end product is reduced or not? When end product performance is not good, is it possible for the customer to take the product again and again? Where the total business loss is going to be happen or not? So that is the reason why what I am telling there. Here 2 points here we have to concentrate now. First point number 1 is what there? More execution time, less performance. Execution time is increased, then performance will be what there? Lesser. More execution time, less performance. Less execution time, more performance. Say for example, when I've taken my remote controller, when I type 7 and 5 on my remote controller, immediately if channel is changed, at least the 5 balls of the last power I can see. At least the 3 balls of last power I can see. But unfortunately, my remote controller is executing its functionality with a bit of delay. Because of the delay, I lost the last over of the cricket match. So I feel bad about my product here. Why? Because it is not performing well. It is a less performance it is providing there. So that's why, because of that reason here, what I'm telling to you in this particular scenario, whenever we are having less execution time, when it is in less execution time, then automatically, what is this performance here? No, more performance here we are able to get. Got my point or not? When it is a less performance, no. So when it is a less execution time, automatically what we are able to get now? More performance here we are able to get. So because of this reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should be, the Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should be, what they know? It should be a simple programming language. Inside that simple programming language, what they want to say, no, less execution time. That less execution time is giving what they know? More performance. Okay, all of you are following these points clearly? No response, guys. Right, let's find. Next one here. Now let's understand this. Next one here? No, less memory consumption. All of you observe this clearly. Less memory consumption. Listen, understand this clearly. What is the meaning of less memory consumption? No. For example, I'm taking Java classes now. My laptop is somewhat old. I want to take a new laptop. My laptop is somewhat old. I want to take a new laptop. Then what I have to do? I have to go for computer shop. When I go to the computer shop, the shop representative is giving some quotation form to me. Then he will ask to me, which type of computer you require, which type of laptop you want to take. I may give my information there. My requirement is just preparing some Java programs. Preparing some Java programs, do some exercise on my Java. That's why I need some computer. Like this I've given. So he said to me, okay, basic model of computer is sufficient for you. Then inside this, he has taken that quotation form. There he has given some quotation. What was that quotation he has given there? No, right? That quotation is might be Lenovo is a laptop there where memory, some quotations, maybe operating system is like Windows 10 or 11, whatever it may be, home or pro version, whatever it may be. Then after that, motherboard and all the quotations are given. Finally, he said to me, the cost of the laptop is 48,000. Cost of the laptop is what there? 48,000. I observe that. In that quotation, I observe there, RAM and what they know, hard disk. RAM and ROM. RAM and hard disk. Both I checked here. Understand clearly. Coming to the RAM first. He included RAM is what there? 8 GB RAM he included. 8 GB RAM he included. The cost of the computer is what there? 48,000 Lenovo piece only. Then I thought of it. Is it sufficient to have 8 GB RAM in my laptop or not? Up to core Java programs, it's okay, no problem here. Even J2E programs also okay, no problem. Any type of application I can prepare with 8 GB RAM. That's more than sufficient. Even I'm confirming for you also. If you have laptop, 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. No need to think about it. But I'm not a student here. I'm a trainer here. I have to teach everything in front of you. I need to go for some installations in our system. For example, in advanced Java, Oracle database I have to install. Maybe if we go for more than the servlets, where WebLogic server I have to install inside the classroom. Whenever I'm installing this Oracle or maybe some other, if my system is a bit slow, it takes a lot of time for installations or not. But my intention is what there, that every installation and everything I want to show inside the class. By the way, I'm telling to you, I'm going to show that installations also in our classes there when the time comes. So in that installation process maybe, or in the execution of the application, one big application I'm preparing now. In that big application, I'm using Oracle database, I'm using WebLogic server, I'm using some other tools, so many tools, so many products I'm going to use in my application. But 8 GB RAM, I'm thinking about it, maybe a bit is slow, but finally output will come. Execution is going to be happen, but with a bit delay, that outputs are coming there. I thought like that. So what I thought there, for teaching point of view, somewhat extra memory I required, some speed I required in my classes now. In my system, I need some speed. If you want to get more speed, then what I have to do there? I need to maintain good processor and I need to maintain RAM memory. RAM I have to maintain or not properly. So finally, I thought of it. 8 GB RAM is sufficient, but normal execution is going on. If you want to do something speed in my system there, I need to go for what there no more memory I required. Then I asked him, try to make it is a 16 GB memory. Try to make it is what there no 16 GB memory. Okay, then he corrected it. In place of 8 GB, he included 16 GB, but the cost of the laptop is what there 54,000. Are getting my point clearly? What I'm telling there? So previously 8 GB memory is available, 48,000. When the memory is increased, when RAM memory is increased, automatically cost of the laptop is also be increased here. Next one, after that, I checked with hard disk. Hard disk I checked there. What is that hard disk they have given there? Then 512 they have given, SSD they have given. It's okay, happy, no problem there. But I thought of it, 512 is not sufficient. Why? Because I want to store some videos also there. For booting purpose and copy and paste operations are going to be speed with SSD. That's okay. For booting especially, that's very good speed. That's okay. I to satisfy for that. But that may not be sufficient for me. I need to maintain more and more number of videos in my classes now. Every class is being recorded here. Every day, minimum 8 to 10 number of videos are recorded there. 8 to number of videos must be maintained in my laptop there. So more hard disk is required or not? Then I asked him, try to make it is 1 TB. Try to make it is 1 TB. Again, what he has done there, then 54,000 is the cost of the laptop now. When memory component I increased, when hard disk I increased here, now it is becoming as like what they know, 58,000, 60,000 yearly. So in this overall scenario, we have to understand only one point. What is that point here? We have to understand there. When a memory component's size is increased, when a memory is increased, automatically cost of the end product is increased or not? That point here we have to catch from my entire explanation now. When memory components are increased, when memory size is increased, automatically cost of the end product is increased or not? When cost of the end product is increased, is it possible for normal user to take that product now? Definitely everybody will think about this one or not? If the cost of the product is increased, if it is meaningful, it's okay. Unnecessarily, if it is increased, definitely customer will think about to take that product or not. So that's why, because of this reason, Sun Microsystems, what they want to do, they want to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language must take what they know, less memory. That new programming language must take what they know, less memory. Answer my point clearly, no? If it is not less memory, if it takes more memory, cost of the end product is going to be increased here now. Cost of the remote controller will be increased. Cost of the what next one? Cable TV switch box cost may be increased. Nobody will take that particular one. So because of that reason, Sun Microsystems has provided a new programming language. That new programming language must take what they know, less memory consumption. If it is less memory, less cost for end product. Less cost for what they know, end product. That is another point here we have to understand, guys. Observe carefully. Guys, all of you are following these points clearly? Now tell me, all of you now tell me, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. What qualities that Sun Microsystems wants to see on this new programming language? 3 qualities they want to see, 3 features they want to see. What are the 3 features? No. First one is what there? Simple programming language. Next one is what there? Tight coded. Next one is what there? Architectural neutral. First we have taken simple. What reasons that Sun Microsystems has given about to say that programming language is a simple programming language? What reasons that Sun Microsystems has given? 3 reasons now. What are the 3 reasons? First one is what there? Less execution time. Second one is what there? less memory consumption. Third one is what there? Lesser power consumption. Anyway, then first two are accurate point now. Third one, Sun Microsystems has given reason. What elaboration they are given, I'm explaining that. Anyway, try to understand it clearly. Guys, now I'm telling one point here. Remote controller, if we take now, not only remote controller, in every electronic consumer good, two types of programs are available internally. One is a software program, another one is what they know, hardware program. Am I right or not? Two components are available, software and hardware. Both are going to be available or not? Please guys, then give response to me now. Software and hardware, both are available or not? Fine. Remote control is the best example. When I take in remote controller, when I type some number 705 to change the channel there, first software program will listen your requirement. When I type some number in the remote controller, who will listen your requirement first? No, software component will give your requirement. By the execution of the software component, no, the software component will give instructions to the hardware component. Now you have to perform this physical action now. Software component never perform any physical action. Software component will interact with the hardware component. Their hardware component will perform a physical action. That is the difference between software and hardware. Actual physical actions could be done by whom? Their hardware components. But who will give that instructions to the hardware component? No, software component. Sir, please remember this. We are the human body, right? Inside our human body, hands, legs, mouth, and everything is available. All these are hardware components. But what is software in our human body here? Brain. Brain is our what they know? Software. Now instructions are given by brain to every component here. Then all the hardware components are performing their physical actions. I get my point or not? Your brain is what their software. My hand is what their hardware. Brain is giving information. Now raise this hand now. Now hand is raised. Got my point or not? So in that way, we have to understand in the remote controller also software is available, hardware is available. When we perform some action as per my requirement, first the software will listen that action. Software will give instructions to the hardware. Now hardware will perform the physical action. Here, what is the point I require now? There should be an interaction between software and a hardware or not? There should be an interaction between software and hardware in any electronic consumer good or not? Observe carefully. If my software is required more hardware interaction with the more interaction with the hardware components, if software is required more interaction with hardware components, listen carefully. If a software component is required more interaction with hardware component, automatically energy consumption will be more or not? Energy consumption will be more or not? If it is an energy consumption more, automatically power consumption will be more or not? Come on guys, power consumption will be more or not? Okay, fine. If my software component is having less interaction with the hardware component, no, less interaction with hardware component, automatically my power consumption will be less or not? My energy consumption will be less or not? Answer my point here now. Okay, fine. For example, if power consumption is more, energy consumption is more, what's the problem here? What is the problem here? Remote control is the best example. Inside the remote controller, what is the energy source now? What is the energy source inside the remote controller? Batteries we are going to provide. These are the energy sources or not? Okay, fine. For a remote controller, I'm able to give two cells. Two batteries we are able to keep inside this remote controller. What is the lifetime of that batteries now? For example, what is the lifetime of that batteries now? 6 months of time is the lifetime for the batteries now. For our normal use, 6 months of time is the lifetime for the batteries. Am I right or not? Okay, that means what is our maintenance for this remote controller? No, for every 6 months of time, 100 rupees I have to put or not? Example I'm telling there. So for every 6 months of time, my maintenance for this remote controller is what there? 100 rupees I have to invest. I have to consume 100 rupees. Am I right or not? Okay, for example, if the energy consumption is more internally inside my remote controller, previously for every 6 months of time, I have to change the batteries, no? But because of this more energy consumption internally, automatically I have to change my batteries for every 3 months of time or not? Instead of 6 months of time, I have to change my batteries for every 3 months of time or not? So whenever I'm changing batteries for every 3 months of time, automatically 100 rupees I have to consume for every 3 months of time or not? So maintenance cost of this end product is increased or not? Come on guys, when power consumption is more, when energy consumption is more, automatically maintenance of the end product will be increased or not? Because of this particular reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language that must take less power consumption. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It has to take less power consumption. In that way, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. So here the advantage is what they know: less power consumption, lesser maintenance cost. Lesser maintenance cost is going to be happen here. Observe carefully. Lesser maintenance cost is going to be available for the end product. Guys, all of you are getting my points here now? How a new programming language, how Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their programming language is simple. What is the reason for it? Only three reasons are available. What are the three reasons? First one is what there? Less execution time. Less execution time is providing what there? More performance. Second one was there no less memory consumption, providing what there no less cost for the end product. Lesser power consumption. It is providing what there no lesser maintenance cost. Yes, clear to all of you? Guys, I don't know what is the reason why people are not responding for my questions now. Yeah, just I'm expecting only yes or no only. I'm not asking any interview questions to you inside the class. Don't expect even that. But when actual concepts I'm discussing there, then definitely I will ask you. For our kind information, I'm telling to you, this topic is only knowledge purpose I'm discussing with you. No interviewer will ask these questions. This topic is not at all useful in the application development. But as you are the learner of Java, this is our minimum responsibility. Why Java is coming into the picture. As part of discussing why Java is coming into the picture, as part of that only, I'm explaining all these points. So, but anyway, one time we have to listen. If it is required, then we are going to use it in the future. But try to understand it. At least, now we are understanding. Now we are coming for the Java classes. Somebody else may ask a question to you. Now tell me why Java is available now. What is the requirement of using Java? Why Java is coming into the picture? If anybody is asking this question, at least you have to open your mouth. We have to give some answers for that question or not. That's why I'm planning to give all these points clearly. Moreover, this information as is provided by Sun Microsystems, it's a documentations only. Clear, all of you know? Okay, finally, Sun Microsystems decided all the features what they want to include in their new programming language. They finalize the feature. Then immediately they want to start implementation for it. Okay, sir. Only simple programming language will be understood. Remaining two are available. Am I right or not? What are the remaining two things, guys? Now tell me. What is the second feature here? Now tell me. Tight coded. What is the second feature here? Now tight coded. What is the meaning of this tight coded here? Now? All right, all of you observe carefully. I'm giving some clarity for you. I think now, guys, I'm asking one question there. Now, please raise your hands. How many of you are still in academics, attending colleges, attending classes in colleges? No. How many of you are still academics? Raise your hands. How many of you completed your graduation? That's nice. Nice. Okay, fine. Right, sir. Anyway. So you completed your academics, right? Finally. Good. I'm going to ask some questions to you. Now try to answer for it. Do you know about the data structures topic? General awareness only. I don't take too much internal concept. Data structures, the topic name. All right, sir. Inside the data structures, do you have any awareness on stack, where push operation, pop operation, something else we are able to perform? Stack, we know, right? That's enough. Now try to understand it now. All right, guys. Now, what is the meaning of this tight coded here? I'm giving some information to you. In a C programming language, if you want to perform stack operations, which operations there? No, stack operations. Then what are the various operations here we are able to perform there? First one is a push operation. And second one is what they know, pop operation. And the third one is like what they know, peak operation. Three operations are available with the stack. What are the three operations? Push operation, pop operation. What next one? Peak operation. What is the meaning of push operation, guys? Inserting into the stack. What is the meaning of pop operation? No? Read and remove. Top of the stack. Read and remove top of the stack. What is peak operation? No? Only read but not remove. Only read but not remove. Are you getting my point or not? Right, sir. Only read but not remove. Guys, all of you are following these points, no? Okay, nice. Now observe carefully. In C programming language, if you want to perform push operation, nearly we are going to consume 2 lines of code, 20 lines of code. To perform push operation, how many instructions we are going to write now? Nearly 20 lines of code we have to write. Similarly, to perform pop operation, to perform which operation? No, pop operation. On an average, we are going to write 20 lines of code. On an average, we are going to write what the 20 lines of code. Similarly, to perform peak operation, on an average, how many lines of code here we are going to provide? 20 lines of code here we are able to provide. Guys, all of you observe carefully. Overall, how many lines of code here we are going to write? We are going to provide to perform the stack operations, no? Total, how many lines of code here we are going to provide an average here, no? 60 lines of code here we are going to consume or not? 60 lines of code here we are writing to perform stack operations. That's clear to all of you? No response, guys. All right, sir. Now understand it clearly. In Java, for example, in Java, the same stack operations here I want to perform. Same stack operations I want to perform in Java. Then how it is now? Observe carefully. In Java, stack is a predefined class. Stack is what they know? A predefined class in Java. Stack S is equal to new stack object I created here. Object I created for stack. Next one is what there? S dot push of some elements. Finish my push operation is completed. Next one is after that S dot pop. Finish my pop operation is completed. S dot peak. Finish my peak operation is completed. That's it. Not more than this. Inside the Java, totally to perform the stack operations, how many lines of code here we have to write there, guys? Now tell me in Java, totally how many lines of code here? 4 lines of code. In C and C++, how many lines of code here we have written there? In C and C++, how many lines of code we have written there? 60 lines of code we have written. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code here we have written there? 4 lines of code here we have written. Am I right or not? In C and C++, how many lines of code here we have written there? 60. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code here we have written there? No, 4 lines of code. Now tell me, in which programming language less number of instructions are available? Java. In Java, less number of instructions are available. In which programming language more number of instructions are available? In C and C++. Got my point or not? Listen, point is very much clear. Try to understand it, no? Which programming language is taking? Which programming language is taking more number of instructions for a particular requirement? That a programming language is loose coded programming language. This is the terminology. Which programming language is taking more number of instructions to perform a particular task? That programming language is what there? Loose coded programming language. Which programming language is taking less number of instructions? Which programming language is taking less number of instructions to perform a particular task? That a programming language is what there? Tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language in the sense what there? Less number of instructions, more implementation. Then loose coded programming language is what there? More number of instructions and more task. That's my point here. So which programming language is suggestible for our applications now? Tight coded or loose coded? Come on, tight coded or loose coded? Tight coded programming languages are suggestible. Because of this reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their new programming language as a tight coded programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their new programming language as what they know, tight coded programming language instead of loose coded programming language. That is the reason why we have the second option is like what they know, tight coded programming language. Right, sir. Next one. After that, what is this third one here we are getting, guys? Now tell me no. What is the next one here? No, the next one is like what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. Right? Understand all of you know? One question I'm asking to all of you know, try to answer for it. How many of you are coming from computer science background? Please raise your hands. In our BTech, maybe. How many of you are computer science? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hardly 7 or 8, maybe less than 10. How many of you are from non-computer science background? Wow, nice. Okay, fine. See, might be. Some people maybe after the classes, they used to ask to me, sir, I came from mechanical background. Is the software industry suitable for me or not? And some other people, sir, I came from civil background. Can I go for the software industry or not? Can I attend these classes or not? So that's what I'm telling you. This is a result. This is a solution for this question here. This is the answer for this question. Right. I'm telling to you, software industry is an open field for everybody. Is an open platform for every graduate. That's my point here. It's an open market, open field for every graduate. Understand it now? Previously, maybe 10 years back, if you observe this, only engineering students or MCA students are getting jobs in software industry. Now the trend is going on like what there. If you complete BSc, just BSc, if you complete BSc, now software companies are taking you. If you are the BSc graduate, degree graduate, normal degree graduate, no issues. Companies are taking you. That scenario is going on here now. Maybe in the future, after next 10 years of time, maybe intermediate students may be selected with companies now. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? That situations are going to be happen maybe. Already some companies are started their own process. Some companies are providing some education for the right from LKG, UKG onwards. They're preparing students as per their requirement. Already some companies have started their academic calendar. Companies are maintaining. They are giving some service, free service for the academic students now. Maybe in the future you may be expected that. Leave this one anyway. That's okay, fine. But here my point is what there. What is my point here? Understand it clearly. For example, you're attending these demo classes now. You're all attending these demo classes now. For example, when we are coming to this demo class, if I put a notice board inside my class, what is that notice board now? Only computer sciences students are eligible to attend my class. If I put this type of board here, guys, observe carefully what I'm telling you now. Only computer sciences students are eligible to attend my class. If I put this board, then what is your situation now? How many members can attend my class there? How many members can attend my class there? Less members or more members now? Less members only. Okay, fine. This is case number 1. Understand it now. Fine. For example, case number 2. If I put a board, any graduate can attend my class. Any graduate is eligible to attend my class. If I put that board now, then how many members can attend my class there? Definitely more members are attending my class. Am I right or not? Understand? Simple example I'm telling there. If my services are required for less number of people, less demand is available for my service. If my service is required for more number of people, more demand is available. Am I right or not? More demand is required. Guys, understand it what I'm telling you. If less number of members or less people are required my services, no less demand is going for my classes. More members are required my course, no more demand is going to be happen for my classes there. Am I right or not? So here itself I'm telling to you clearly. Understand this now. Sun Microsystems wants to provide a new programming language. It should not be bounded with any particular hardware architecture. It must be available to every hardware architecture. Understand my point here? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should not be dependent on any particular hardware system. It should not be dependent on any particular hardware system. It must run its functionalities in all the hardware systems. Then only that programming language will get more demand in outside. Just it's like what there. If my services are required for only computer science graduate, no less members, no less demand. If my services are available for more number of people there, more demand. Definitely more business. Understand my point here? Similarly, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language must not be bounded with any particular hardware system. It must be available to every hardware system. Follow my point or not? Means that what I am telling there, maybe operating system also I am telling there. It should not bound with only Windows operating system. It has to execute its functionalities with Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Unix operating system, Solaris operating system. Similarly, all the types of hardware systems now. It must not be bounded with only one hardware system. It must be available to all the hardware systems clearly. Then only that programming language will be available, will be required for more number of developers. Then only that programming language will get more demand in outside. Got my point or not? So the point is what I'm telling there. It must execute. It must execute. It's a functionalities. It's a functionalities in all the hardware systems. In all the hardware systems. Answer my point here. It must execute its functionalities in all the hardware systems here. By the way, I'm telling one more point now. 3 billion number of devices runs Java. 3 billion number of devices runs what there no Java. What's the meaning of it? No, the Java will work it out inside the mobile phones. Java will execute its applications inside what their computers. Java will execute its applications in like what the traffic signaling system. Java applications are executed and what are they now? Like parking meters now. Java applications are executed inside the sensor related products there. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Java applications are going to be executed. It should not be available with only one computer. It should be available with every product inside and outside here. Then only because of that reason only Java is what they know is a hardware independent programming language and operating system independent programming language. Java is what they know operating system independent programming language and as well as hardware independent programming language. Here the point is what their architectural neutral. Here architecture is nothing but hardware architecture. Architecture is nothing but what they know hardware architecture. And so my point here. So this is a hardware architecture neutral in the sense like what there hardware independent programming language. It should not bound with any particular particular hardware system. It has to execute its functionalities in all the hardware architecture. Then only that programming language is what their architectural neutral programming language. This is what exactly the thinking of what they know Sun Microsystems clearly. Guys, it's somewhat interesting actually. It's the history of the Java, but it will not be asked in any other any interviews, no. But the history, if you observe there, the content is very, very simple, very, very important. Now, just I'm asking some outlines of this topic only. Now, try to answer for my questions, guys. All of you know what exactly that outlines here I'm asking there. Now, tell me first of all of you know. Tell me all of you guys. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. What exactly the features they want to maintain in their new programming language? 3 features they want to maintain. What 3 features? No, simple. Next one is what there? Tight coded. Next one is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. They are the 3 features they want to maintain. Can you tell me what exactly the meaning of simple? What 3 factors are available inside the simple? No, lesser execution time. Next one is what there? Lesser memory. Third one is what there? Lesser power consumption. That's very nice. Second one is what there? No, tight coded. What exactly the concept is available inside the tight coded? What's the meaning of tight coded programming language? Less number of instructions, more functionality. Number of instructions are what? Lesser. But functionality would be what there? More functionality, tight coded. What is the last one here? No, architectural neutral. What is the meaning of this architectural neutral here? No, it should execute its functionalities in all the hardware systems. In all the hardware system. That's the meaning of like what there? Architectural neutral. Yes, all of you are following these points now? Sir, why you are totally silent today? Yesterday somewhat better. Are you feeling any difficulty with your content? Are these topics are any difficult? Very simple only. I think so. General terminology, general points all I'm talking there. Don't think of it. Still I'm starting still I'm not starting Java actually. I didn't start Java. Just I'm talking about what there. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. For that, what is thinking of Sun Microsystems? That I'm telling there. This much of discussion I provided here. This total description is on paper only for Sun Microsystems. Now we are at which year? Now tell me. Come on, guys. Now we are at which year? I'm not asking about 2022 no. In this overall story, now we are at which year? Come on, now we are at which year? I think you have to remember this. What is the year I given there now? 1991. Still Sun Microsystem is thinking about the programming language. Now we are at 1991. It's a time mission, right? Time mission. We went back to what there now? 1991. Now we are at 1991. Now we are thinking about that 1991, the requirement of the Sun Microsystems. Fine. In 1991, we are at 1991. We are at 1991. Sun Microsystem has given information about like what there. I need a new programming language with these many features. That abstract was given to the James Gosling and his team. Now they are working under green project now, and they have to prepare a new programming language. In 1991, they started new programming language preparation. After having this much of analysis part, they started to prepare new programming language. Nearly 2 years of time they have taken. How many years of time they have taken there? No, 2 years of time. 30 members team. 2 years of time they have taken there. Finally, they completed new programming language preparation. They completed new programming language preparation at the end of 1992. At the end of 1992, they prepared new programming language. At the end of 1992, they prepared new programming language. Nice. Then what next one there? After preparing new programming language, then they want to give a name for this new programming language. So whenever we prepared a product, no, definitely name is required or not? Name is required or not? So definitely Sun Microsystems wants to give a name to the new programming language. Now Sun Microsystems is searching for the new programming language name. Sun Microsystems is searching for name for the new programming language. Observe carefully, guys. They are searching. Then at the end of the 1992, they prepared programming language. They are searching for new name for the programming language. Okay, very good. Then what name they identified there? Listen carefully. While in the searching for new name, no. One fine day, what happened? James Gosling sat at his cabin at Sun Microsystems. James Gosling sat in his cabin at Sun Microsystems. Understand it carefully. When he sat at his cabin at Sun Microsystems, he always likes to see one type of tree through his cabin window. In his cabin, there is a window. Through that window in outside, he always likes to see one type of tree in outside. Name of that tree is what there? Oak. Name of the tree is what there? Oak. James Gosling had a thought of it. He has given that information to Sun Microsystems. He said to the Sun Microsystems, I want to give name for this new programming language is what there? Oak. O-A-K, Oak. That his opinion is shared with the Sun Microsystems. Unfortunately, what happened there? Sun Microsystems has rejected this opinion from James Gosling. Sun Microsystems has not accepted that. The James Gosling opinion was not accepted by Sun Microsystems. Why Sun Microsystems has not accepted this work is a name from James Gosling? What is the reason for it? Answer is very clear. Try to understand it. No. Sun Microsystems identified work is already one of the existed programming language. Before 1991, another programming language is available with the same name work. If we give again the same name to our new programming language, we may lose our identity for our new programming language. Our new programming language may lose its identity. People may think about it. It is an extension of the existed programming language work. So we should not give. We are not supposed to give this name again to our new programming language like wow. They are search for another name there. Again, people are in search for new name for the new programming language. But understand one more point I am telling there. While preparing this new programming language, all green project people, 30 members team, they used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. They used to take one brand labeled coffee. Remember carefully, while preparing this new programming language, all the green project people, they used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. At their cafeteria, they used to take one brand labeled coffee. The name of that brand labeled coffee is what there? Java. The name of that brand labeled coffee is what there? Java. Got my point or not? They had a spark in their mind. Why don't we give this name to our new programming language? They are giving that proposal to Sun Microsystems. Fortunate or unfortunate, Sun Microsystems has accepted this name for this new programming language. Because of that reason, now we are discussing Java programming language. The name of the programming language is what there? Java. Sun Microsystems has confirmed it. Understand it? No? Why the name of this programming language Java? What is the name of this Java actually? Java is a brand labeled coffee which is there at Sun Microsystems cafeteria by the time of preparing this Java programming language. Because of that reason only, Sun Microsystems has given name for this new programming language is what there? Java. Guys, all of you are getting my point what I'm telling to you? Because of this reason only, that new programming language name is what there? Java. And unfortunately, now outside what happened there? Some people are trying to give abbreviation for Java, JAVA. Don't felt for that abbreviation. That is a fake information. As I checked the total documentation of the Java, I'm telling to you, no abbreviation is available for JAVA. If anybody else is giving abbreviation for JAVA, that is their opinion only. But Sun Microsystems has not given any official abbreviation for Java. Why? Because there is no abbreviation for Java. Java is what actually is a coffee powder name. Understand my point? Java is what there actually is a coffee powder name. No abbreviation for Java. But if we talk more about Java, what I am telling there, Java is a place name in Indonesia actually. Java is a place name in Indonesia. You know already where frequently earthquakes are coming there. Java in Indonesia. That place is famous for coffee trees agriculture. Their coffee powder will be released. Coffee powder was provided with the land name with the Java. Java coffee powder is available. Because of that reason only, that coffee powder name, coffee name is what there? Java. That was used by Sun Microsystems cafeteria by the time of preparing, at the time of preparing Java programming language. Because of that reason, that some people are getting thought of Java. Because of that reason, Sun Microsystems has given name for this programming language is what they know, Java. Otherwise, we don't have any specific abbreviation for Java. Yes, sir, got my point or not? So finally, name they have given. What's the name of the programming language? No, Java. Okay, listen carefully. All right, sir. That name is okay, fine. That name is okay, fine. Then we are getting that name here. That's okay, fine. Then what next one here? After completion, after giving that name, no. By using the Java programming language, Sun Microsystems has provided that very first product. By using Java programming language, Sun Microsystems has prepared that very first product. The name of that first product is what they know, Star 7. The name of that first product is what they know, Star 7. It is a remote controller, an intelligent remote controller. Guys, now tell me, first of all, now tell me, on which year we are available now? At which year we are available now? At present, what is our year now? 1992, ending point of the 1992. Now there, Sun Microsystems has prepared a product, first product on the base of the Java. What is the name of this first product now? Star 7. That is the first product. Okay, the Star 7 is what actually an intelligent remote controller. It's a remote controller. Then they're keeping that Star 7 in selling mode. Sun Microsystems kept the Star 7 in a public mode. But unfortunately, what happened? No customer is identified for the Star 7. Even single customer also be not identified for the Star 7. Just they have checked the Star 7, they didn't impress it, they didn't take in that. They went for some other solutions there, but nobody is taking the Star 7 as a product. How long Sun Microsystems is waited to get this, to identify a customer for the Star 7? No, nearly 1.5 years of time. 1.5 years of time, Sun Microsystems has waited to find a customer for the Star 7. That means almost all, they waited completely 1993 and up to half of 1994. They waited. They waited up to total 1993 and up to half of what they know, 1994 they waited. No customer is identified. It's a failure product. But Sun Microsystems has done very good job to prepare like what their new programming language, Java programming language. But by using Java programming language, first product was provided, that is Star 7. But nobody is interested to take the Star 7. Depressed, totally Sun Microsystems is in depression. They have put a lot of hard work, but no customer is identified for their product. They waited nearly 1.5 years of time to find customer for it. But no customer is available there. Then what happened there? Now understand, guys, what I'm telling to you. In mid of 1994, there is a very good boom for www as part of internet. Guys, do you know what is this www? World Wide Web. Very good boom. That internet era was started in 1994 only. Of course, outside of India, 1994, 1995 are golden years. Internet era was started effectively by the time only. When it comes to the 2000, 2001, 2002, in India, internet era was started. Understand, guys, what I'm telling there? Maybe at the starting point of the internet now, internet centers are available. Everybody is feeling that internet center is a software company. By the time opening might be, to open that Yahoo chatting, it may take 5 to 10 minutes of time. We have to wait there. Yeah, of course, nowadays might be we are having 4G, 5G, this kind of spectrums now. But initially, think of it 1G. But by the time, it is a great thing, right? It's a new innovation there. Right, sir. Anyway, then it comes to 2001, 2002, where internet era was started in India. But anyway, in outside, in 1994, mid of 1994, there is a huge demand for www as part of internet. Then as part of this www, what is the key component here? Automatically, this www is running on what there? Tell me guys, this www, if you want to run there, one tool is required. What is the tool now? Come on, why you are silent about it now? If you want to run www, what we required here now? We required browser or not? What, sir? Without using browser, how can we open the www? No? All right, sir. Now, people are searching for what is the key component inside this www. What exactly the key component inside this www? They identified a browser. Browser is what they know, key component inside like what there? www. That's clear to all of you know? Then very good demand is available for browser in the mid of 1994. Observe carefully. In the mid of 1994, only one browser is getting very good demand. That browser is like what they know? Mosaic. Mosaic is a browser. That browser is what they know? Mosaic. That browser is getting very good demand there. Who has prepared that Mosaic browser? Actually, Mark Anderson. Not James Anderson. Please remember this. Who is that James Anderson? England bowler, right? All right, sir. Anyway, then Mark Anderson is a person who prepared this Mosaic browser. Who is this person actually? Who is this person actually? He is a undergraduate student in Illinois University at Chicago. Is an undergraduate student in Illinois University. Is a final year BTech in our terminology. Is a final year BTech student, undergraduate student. As part of his project work, he went to the. As part of his project work, he went to do what there? He went to do the right Netscape Communications company. Netscape Communications. Answer my point, As part of his project work, he went for what there? Netscape Communications to do this particular work. Netscape Communications. What is this Netscape Communications? It is a company where that Mark Anderson has done is a project work. As part of that project work, he prepared that browser. Mosaic is a browser. That browser is having very good demand at in the mid of 1994. That's my point here. Anyway, boom is available for browsers, but only one browser is ruling the market. That is Mosaic. That was prepared by Mark Anderson. He's undergraduate student at Illinois University. As part of his project work, internship work, he went to the Netscape Communications where he did that project, where he provided that Mosaic browser in outside. So finally, anyway, very good demand is available for browsers or not? Then Sun Microsystem people are thinking about it. Anyway, very good demand is available for the browsers now. So why don't we prepare our own browser? Why don't we prepare our own browser? Then in the mid of 1994, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new browser. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare what then? A new browser. Now that responsibility was given to Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan. Jonathan Payne and who is this person here? Patrick Nathan. These two members have taken the responsibility to prepare new browser. They have taken again 1.5 years of time to prepare this new browser. That means they have taken remaining part of the 1994 and the total entire 1995. At the end of 1995, they prepared a new browser. At the end of 1995, they prepared a new browser and they have given name for this new browser is what there, then Heart Java browser. At the end of 1995, they are given a new browser. They prepared a new browser. The name of that new browser is what they know, Heart Java browser. They prepared it and by default, they are given name for this. In the December month of 1995. Because of this reason, some people are misunderstanding now. Java was introduced in the end of 1995. People are misunderstanding about what there, end of 1995. Then the Java browser, Java was provided to the outside market. No, that is not Java programming language. That is a browser, Heart Java browser that was prepared at the end of 1995. Okay, when this browser was provided to the outside market, when this browser was provided to outside market, then this browser is getting very good demand. This browser is getting what there, very good demand. Then people are thinking about it. What exactly the technology they have used to prepare this browser? What they have used internally to prepare this browser? Then people came to know the technology which was used to prepare this browser is what their Java programming language. To prepare this browser, Sun Microsystems has used internally what their Java. By the time people came to know Java is one of the programming language that was provided by Sun Microsystems. Then by the time people are talking about Java programming language. When more number of requests coming to the Sun Microsystems about to release Java programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare new programming language to the market. Sun Microsystems wants to release the Java programming language to the market. Further, they set the date 1996 January 27th or 23rd. I don't know exactly, but we can check with that later and I'll confirm it. Right, 1996 January 27th. That Sun Microsystems has released a new programming language to the market with the name is like what they know, with the name is like what they're Java. With the name is like what they know, Java programming language. That's it. That very first version was released again. That is like what they know, Java 1.0. And with the internal software product is what they know, JDK 1.0 version that was released there in 1996 January 27th. Yes, guys, all of you are getting this point or not? So this is the first date for Java programming language to the outside market. From that point onwards, every 1 year or 2 years of time, another version is released here. 1.0, next 1.1, next 1.2. At 1.2, major changes are available. 70% of the Java was added in 1.2. There only J2SE 1. J2SE, J2EE, J2ME, the terminologies are coming into the picture. Along with it, the second version of the Java, J2SE, J2EE, J2ME, 3 modules are provided. Okay, 1.2 is a major version there. Next 1.3, 1.4 are normal versions only. Again, 1.5 is a major version. After 1.5 version there, again 1.6, 1.7, okay, normal only. But again, 1.8 is a major version. After that, 1.9 is also be okay, but demand is somewhat less for that. Next one is a 1.8 to 1.9, it's okay. Again, 1.10 is okay, but 1.11 is major version again. Long-term support for what they know, 1.11. Similarly, after 1.11, Java, every 6 months of time, a new version of the Java is released there clearly. Oracle Corporation is releasing the Java for every 6 months of time, a new version can. As part of that only, now we are having like what version of the Java no? Java 19 is available. As part of this only, Java is what they know, Java 19 version is existed clearly. This is what exactly the story of like what they know, Java programming language. Guys, all of you are following or not? So no response, guys. All of you are clear about these points, no? Just once again, I'm telling to you, just it's my responsibility to discuss about like what there one time about all these concepts, no? Not every time here, just only one time only I have to discuss about it. Why? Because it's a minimum responsibility to know about Java before starting our Java programming language. Because of that reason only, we had this kind of discussion here. But I'm telling to you clearly, just knowledge point of view only. No interview will ask questions on this. And which year the first version of the Java was released? What is the major version of the Java? Nobody will ask this kind of questions to you. No interview will ask that. Just for the sake of information only, for the sake of knowledge transformation only, I'm giving this content here. Okay, all of you are getting these points now. Okay, then next onwards, tomorrow onwards, we are going to talk about like what there, another new concepts here. What is that new concept here? I'm going to discuss there. The second topic in introduction part, differences between Java and others. These are very, very important, and more content I'm going to be covered inside this. Now here, other things are like what they know, C and C++. These are the things we are going to include inside this particular one, right? Differences between Java and others. This topic I'm going to start there. So here, why I'm going to take this topic there? Because of some reasons now. What are the reasons here? We are going to understand it here. Observe carefully. The reasons would be what there. Some people are thinking about it. To learn a Java, we have to know C++. To learn a C++, we have to learn a C. People are maintaining some chain process for learning Java. But here itself, I'm telling to you, to learn a Java, no prerequisite is required. Not required to understand any other concepts. Just if you know what is a computer, what is keyboard, and what is mouse, that's sufficient. Then we are going to understand Java. Not required to have any other prerequisite. No need to understand any other programming language. But for the sake of freshers interviews, for the sake of other one, you can learn C programming language because of some other reason. Not for the sake of learning what they know, Java. So to clarify this point, I'm taking this what they know, differences between Java and others. Here I'm going to say clearly, Java is totally a different programming language when compared with C and C++. No relationship is available between Java, C++, and C. First of all, understand it. C was provided by one company. C++ was provided by other company. Java is provided by another company. How can you put relation between all these things now? At least if they came from a single company, then we can understand that relation here. But all are provided by different organizations now. How can we say relation between all of them here? Not understand this clearly, I'm telling you. Next one is apart from this, in our resume, when we go for some interviews, you may prepare your resume. In general, in resume, what we are able to say now, whether you know the technologies or not, that doesn't matter. We are going to give C, C++, Java, Python, and so on. Whenever we are giving these things now, interviewer is having rights to ask one question. Whenever he sees these many things now, he may ask the question like what he able to ask the question there. Tell me, you specified C, C++, Java. Why we are coming for Java over C and C++? What exactly the differences between C, C++, and Java? Now tell me. Then after that I will move on to the Java. Why? Because you specified already C, C++, Java in our resume. Then when interviewers ask that, then definitely you are able to ask that question there. There at least we have to open our mouth. At least half an hour to 1 hour, we have to talk with that interviewer about these differences now. That's why I'm going to take this particular topic here as a second topic in the introduction part. There we are going to understand effectively Java is totally different programming language when compared with C and C++. So we are going to understand this particular content. Is that clear or not? Fine. And all of you are getting these notes now? All of you are watching these notes here? Then nothing I have written up to now. But tomorrow onwards, I'm going to type the notes also. Classroom notes is very, very important here. Okay, then everybody has to take that. If any of your new members today, then here, please watch this document there. I'm going to give the document URL. Now try to take this URL, guys. Just in the browser, paste that URL. Automatically, you will see that notes. You will see a folder. Inside the folder, open that note. There we are able to see that. If you're new, if you're not aware about it, now try to take these notes. This is a URL to access my classroom notes. Right? Immediately, I'm not giving download option for this notes there. At the end of the course, I will give download option to you so that you can download it. Answer my point here. But after that, we can, wherever we are, we can open this document and we can watch the document here, what I'm giving there. We can read the content from this document. Right? That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then total information there. And tomorrow, we are going to see the differences between Java and other topics. Don't miss the classes on tomorrow onwards. Next 1 week of classes, very, very important. There we are going to understand why Java is more important than other programming languages. That comparisons are very, very important. Somewhat internals I'm going to talk while teaching these concepts here. So you should not lose your tempo. Without failure, try to attend for the classes regularly so that we are able to understand our content effectively. That's it. That's fine. Then tomorrow we are going to see our content there. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Thank you. Right, sir. I'm opting this course to change my domain. I've been working in middleware from last 5 years. I want to ask approx what package would be the offered when the V drives would be conductor of the completion of the course. Exactly. Then with it, here full stack Java is the main thing. Then everybody is expecting full stack Java developer nowadays in companies there. So better to go for that option there. Why? Because nowadays every company is expecting full stack Java developer only. Right. Classroom there? Inside the class. Yeah, now tell me, no problem. I can understand. Acha. Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, fine. What business you have done? Acha, criticize right now. Okay. What's your name? His name? Okay, no problem. No, Santosh. Okay. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, then better to talk with Vobaya sir is there. Is our admin there? Tell to him, then he will listen it and definitely will change it. Okay. Then after that, then I have discussion with Vobaya sir. Then after that, still it is not working. Then come to me. Then I will talk with him. Okay, don't worry. Then what package you are taking there? What package you are taking there? For Ratan sir, you joined there, right? What package you are taking? You joined only core Java. Just anyway, then talk with Vobaya sir. Then he will give information to you, right? Okay, don't worry. Then come to the classes regularly. Then meanwhile talk with him. Then he will give information to you. Right? Sure. Okay, fine. Yeah. Just one minute. Guys, just give a minute of time. I'll talk with you. If you could just tell the approx package offered, since I already have an experience in other domain. Yeah, that's what I'm telling there. Full stack Java is the best as of now, at present. Okay. Full stack Java. With it, full stack Java is the best option for everybody now. Even for our situation also, full stack Java is a good. Please recognize this statement. Okay, fine. Hmm. Recordings within after 1 minute, 1 hour of the class, you will get recording. So drive access, the all people will give there. Okay, then directly we can within 1 hour of our class. So now the time is 7:30, right? Within 8:30 or 9 o'clock, you will get recording. So you can watch it. Sure. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay then. Udit here, unmute option is disabled here. Why? Because so many members are attending these classes. Yeah? So because of that reason, then everybody can talk like that. Then so that everybody can talk there. Nobody will understand anything. That's why then unmute option is not available. We can type the message there. I can wait and I can listen your information there. Close it. Guys, anything else apart from this? Anything else? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my points clearly. Are you understanding the content what I'm discussing there? Are you understanding all the concepts what I'm discussing inside the classes? Yeah, Ashika. as Java is an open source software only, but it is not related to architectural neutral. That is a different story. That's a different story. Then open source software is a different story. Maybe both are may not be related. Both are in two different directions, but content may be same. Similar thing we can expect there, but both are different. I'll give clarity again here. When I'm going to talk about Java installation there I'm going to give that information to you. Architectural neutral is what there. We can compile our program in one hardware. We can execute the same program in another hardware. That's the meaning of it. But open source in the sense like what they know, we can get the Java software from internet. We can modify it as per our requirement. The Java software what we are getting from internet there, that we can modify as per our requirement. Understand what I'm telling there? So then both are at different levels, not in the same way. Okay. Right, guys. I got the full stack is the best. I got that the full stack is best option for me. But I want to know what average package in figures would be offered by the companies I would be eligible to attend from your institute. Definitely, whenever we are giving, guys, understand it, no? Definitely, then salaries and packages that will be depending on companies, guys. That's not on the basis of like what they know, not on the basis of see, no standardization for it. That's totally depending on companies there. But the minimum, if we give 3 to 4 years of experience in our resume, minimum 50 to 60,000 rupees we are able to get per month. Minimum 60 to 70,000 we are able to get per month there. The minimum package. So, but if you give 3 years of experience there, okay. Daily class video will be generated. Yes, Bharat. Within 1 hour you are able to get that videos access. No. Then once you register for the course, then definitely our people will give some access link to you immediately. After completion of the course, within 1 hour you are able to get videos. Where we get access to recorded videos. Google Drive access will be provided by our admin people, guys. For learning Selenium automation testing, Advanced Java is necessary to learn? No. Madhvi, Shankara, no, not at all. Advanced Java is not at all required. Just core Java is sufficient. Core Java is sufficient, not required to go for Advanced Java. Madhvi. Okay. Right. Guys, then video support will be provided for everybody. Right. Then within 1 hour of the after the class, we are able to get that video. Starting classes we are keeping inside the YouTube also. But apart from that, what I'm telling to you, when you register for the course, then immediately our admin people will give that video classes, video support to you. They will send one access mail, then we are able to access that. Within 1 hour after completion of the class, you are able to get videos. Don't worry. All right, guys. Anything else apart from this? Right, guys, and all of you, tell me, shall we meet on tomorrow? Shall we meet on tomorrow? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. We are going to understand the content tomorrow. Fine.